Hi folks, it's RRPG here, and welcome back to another episode of RRPG Let's Play with Suikoden on the PlayStation. In today's episode, we're in the town of Seika, and we are going to go find this man named Matthew, who Lady Odessa told us to try and find so that way he can help us out with the Liberation Army before she passed on. So, we are in Seika, and we are going to go see where he's located and see what he can do to help us. So, let's get out of this hotel and get it on with this episode that's already in progress, or in rather, but you get what I'm saying. But yes, we are here in this lovely town of Seika. Talk to this man, and Victor talks and says, "Hey, do you know where Matthew lives?" Oh, and look, the D and do is not even capitalized. So, translation error or punctuation error right there. And the man there is Matthew, but he just tells us that he is just up those stairs. So, I guess we're gonna go up here and come up to his house and see where he all is. And it looks like he is a teacher of some sort because there are children at his house. And this kid says, "I really like Master Matthew, but he gives out so much homework." Talk to this girl. She says, "Guess what? But don't tell anyone. I've decided to marry Master Matthew." Oh, wow. Talk to this kid, and he says, "Master Matthew, he's out for a walk." So, yeah, it's the guy who we just met if you were not that bright enough to catch on very quickly. So, let's go talk to the man right over here. "You, trying to fool us? You're Matthew." "Yes, I'm Matthew." Or Matthew. Well, we'll just call him Matthew for short. Or in that context. But anyway, what can I do for you? "We're here to honor Odessa's last request. She asked us to deliver this earring to you." Last request? I see. So she's dead. She was a fine young woman, but she got mixed up in that. That what? I don't like your tone of voice. What's wrong with what Odessa was doing? She was a fool. I knew it would come to this. I can't accept this earring. Please leave. Huh. Strange. He disregards our offer, so we better go make haste and follow him. Wonder why he disregarded us. I'll have nothing to do with Odessa. Please leave. Strange. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go and we are gonna try to leave town, but we're gonna see what we can do at this point. Who is this guy? He makes me sick. Me too, but why did Odessa ask us to see him? Uh-oh. Hey, get out of the way! Empire soldiers right there. They're going to Matthew's house. Those Imperial soldiers went towards Matthew's house. I wonder what's going on. Well, we better go find out, won't we? Yeah. What are you doing? What do you plan to do with that child? Matthew Silverberg, you are hereby ordered to return to duty in the Imperial Army. There's no reason why a fine doctor like you should be wasting your talent in this pathetic village. Why, you're a hero of the Battle of Kaleka. I refuse. I've had it with war. Nowadays, I'm nothing but a poor recluse. We have been ordered by Lord Chasm-Hazel to bring you with us by force, if necessary. I have no intention of returning to Imperial service. Really? If you choose to be stubborn, there's no telling what will happen to this child. Say, maybe we'll send him to the Ben-Ar mines. Pretty hard labor there. Who knows if the kid will survive? No, help me, Doc! Help me! Let him go, right now. Looks like trouble. What should we do, young master? Well, we gotta help them, of course. Great, let's do it. Oh my, trouble again. It's not easy serving you, young master. Well, we have to save him otherwise, Cleo. Come on, Cleo, I know you're about to enjoy yourself. Young master, let's go! Wait a minute. We're taking over this fight. Who are you? Survivors of the rebel army. Whoever they are, capture them! Yeah, I wonder if you're going to be able to do that. And I'm going to get an enjoyment out of this. Okay, now, Tur can actually use the Deadly Fingertips at this point, and I will show you what the Deadly Fingertips do in actuality. So, let's go ahead and see if we can have him use it. Yes, we can. So, Deadly Fingertips, it will completely eliminate an enemy on sight. Well, that's just only for one enemy. So, yeah, it will completely kill only one enemy at a time. So, you're fortunate enough to use it however many times you like, but remember, there is a limit, as you could tell with the number of uses for that ability that was shown next to the, next to the type of magic spell that we have. Or that we have on hand. Okay, so we save Matthew Silverberg. Oh my god, all this killing in front of a children. You mean in front of the children, not in front of a child? Seriously, this game needs to fix up its grammar errors or its punctuation errors. Oh well. I know who you are. Tur, son of General Teal McDole. How do I know? I still keep in touch with a few friends in the Imperial Army. Those Imperial soldiers, they called you Matthew Silverberg. That's right. Odessa. Odessa Silverberg was my sister. Then why did you say such terrible things about her? I decided that I would never again be involved in war, in killing. But not Odessa. She chose to fight for her beliefs. How did Odessa describe me? Just as a man in Sega named Matthew. I see. I guess she never forgave me. Odessa told me that a powerful man who doesn't use his power is a coward. Yes, I am a coward. I would rather be called a coward than have to bear seeing that awful sight again. Even if it meant being rejected by my own sister. Awful sight? Watching people die from my own actions, friend and enemy alike. But today, I have realized something. Even if I close my eyes, the world will not disappear. From now on, I will strive for what Odessa was striving for. You'll accept this earring, then? Earring? You should keep this. Why? Look at it closely. There's a map inscribed in it that shows the location of the Liberation Army's hideout. Whoever holds this earring is destined to lead the freedom fighters. Oh, so we now have Sonic SatAM references in here all of a sudden. No, I'm just kidding. I am a talented military surgeon, but hardly the type to lead the Liberation Army. But you, Tur, however, are a born leader. I'm sure Odessa realized that. That's why she wanted me to meet you. But please accept this earring and live out your destiny as leader of the freedom fighters. I'll do it. Thank you, Tur. From this moment on, you are the leader of the Liberation Army. Henceforth, I shall call you Master Tur. Gremio, Cleo, what will you do? Won't you be able to return? You won't be able to return to the Empire. Wherever you go, I go, young master. Master Teal will forgive me, I'm sure. Me too. I've just about had it with the corrupt Empire. Master Tur, as your military surgeon, or tactician rather, may I offer you my first piece of advice. To revive the Liberation Army, you must recruit volunteers, people who are dissatisfied with the Empire. And to do so, we need a headquarters. You're right. Too bad the hideout at Lennon Camp burnt down. I'm thinking of something much bigger, a place that can withstand an attack by the Imperial Army. There's an abandoned castle in the middle of Lake Torin that I believe would be perfect for our purposes. Why don't we make for Kaku, a town on the shores of the lake? Aren't you coming with us, Matthew? I must prepare for the move. And I'll have to give the children a year's worth of homework. Oh, wow. So, yes, Tur McDole is now promoted to leader of the Liberation Army. So, it has become quite I guess we can say it's become quite an event that he managed to become the leader of such a strong army, or one that is bound to be strong, in the coming future. And let's see if there are any new runes. Do we have any new runes on it? Oh, we have the clone crystal. I don't think the clone crystal is really going to do anything for us. I mean, the clone crystal, it will actually do twice as much damage as a regular attack, but it will tend to leave your character unbalanced. At least I think that's how it goes, but I'm not entirely certain. Okay, now we're back out here in the world map, and Kaku is just located to the southwest. But one thing I like to mention while we are getting on with this episode, or continuing this episode from where we are, is that by next weekend, I will not be showing any gameplay footage or doing any Let's Plays whatsoever while the week of E3 is going on, because I will be reporting E3 coverage from my house, rather. And I will give you my own impressions on on all the press conferences that I see, as well as some of the games that really intrigue me. And a lot of the stuff that we're going to be seeing coming from... Oh, poor Gremio. You suck, Rock. But yeah, Gremio went down. Yikes. But yes, I am going to be reporting coverage from E3. Just my thoughts on the press conferences, as well as some games that really intrigue me. But I can't tell you which ones yet. But it will be fun regardless, but you'll just have to keep in touch with what I report on. But of course, I'm no journalist by any means, but, you know, it doesn't give me the... It doesn't mean that I can't even share my thoughts as a, you know, just as a gamer. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to do that, like Peanut Butter Gamer, for instance. I'm pretty sure he's going to be delivering his own thoughts. I know K-Wing's going to be delivering his own thoughts, and I know some other people are going to. But for our case... You know, we're just gonna be a bit more casual, and we are going to just present it from a gamer's perspective. I mean, sure, I may not be a YouTube partner, but at least I can deliver my 2 cents. I mean, take a look at all the views that I've got from my impressions of Super Mario 3D Land before it was called Super Mario 3D Land last year. Yeah, I got a lot of views on that video, and it was actually one of the best videos I've ever put out. So I might be delivering my own thoughts on on the new Super Mario Brothers games for the Nintendo Wii. I mean, on the Wii U and on the 3DS. And I might report on Pikmin 3. You never know. Or I will say that whether if those rumors about the new Castlevania games on the 3DS and the Wii U, or or any new information about the Contra Rebirth have come to life, or I might even report if the rumor is true about there possibly being a new Resident Evil game on the 3DS, which is supposed to be called Resident Evil Downfall, which is supposed to act as a prologue before Resident Evil, before Resident Evil 6. And if that's the case, then yeah, you can bet that I'm going to be reporting on that and giving you my own thoughts if there is a new trailer and that kind of stuff. So yeah, lots of stuff is going to be had by me for this E3, so I definitely have taken time off work to share to you my own thoughts about what is going to go on and all that other good stuff. So be sure to keep in touch with my YouTube channel and make sure that you don't miss out on what all I talk about, because I am going to be talking about a lot of things, maybe not quite in depth, but, you know, just a lot of things in general. And I probably will be putting together, like, maybe something like, oh, I don't know, maybe, you know, impressions videos, or I will be, well, of course I'll be doing impressions videos, but I will be putting out a trailer or just something that will notify you about me talking about E3 and what my own thoughts are about the whole thing. You know, the whole show and an upcoming. You could just I'll just put up an announcement trailer about me getting ready to talk about E3 again this year. So be on the lookout for that. It might be this Friday. So yeah, just keep your eyes out and hopefully it'll be true. Okay, enough talk from me. We are now in Kaku. And we talked to this lady, and we're going to sharpen our weapons, see if we can sharpen them a little bit further, but evidently not. Well, I guess we'll just have to stick with our current weapons that we already have, but that's okay. Hopefully there's an armor shop. Yes, there is. And you can actually see some people that are around town who do not like the Imperial Army. But for the most part, we have them in our... we are going to recruit them at some point. Oh, cool. We got ourselves some guard robes. And some shoulder pads I think we can get for some of our characters. But of course, I don't think we're going to be able to buy all of them because, well, some of the stuff is actually quite expensive. Let's go ahead and equip some of them right now. There is something that we actually want to do while we're in this town, but I will be talking about that once we get to it. Okay, Tur already has shoulder pads, so he doesn't even need any. And you already have a pointed hat. But not Victor. He is going to need some new type of armor to equip. Ah, we can give him the guard robe. That should do us fine. And I don't know if we can give you the pointed hat for Cleo. So I think with Cleo's case, we'll just have to ignore her. But, oh, we'll figure out something. Okay, Wind Ring Piece, I'm not going to worry about that quite just yet. I might as well go ahead and get rid of the clone crystal. I don't even need it. But I will get rid of the other pieces of armor. And we'll buy some newer pieces of armor for Gremio, finally. And let's go ahead and give shoulder pads. Everybody's not going to get accounted for shoulder pads, but I think I'll give them to Victor and Cleo at this point. But for Gremio's case, yeah, tough rocks. Okay, well, why did I go back here? Okay, let's go ahead and equip some of the items for him right now. And let's go ahead and give you the guard robe. And we'll go ahead and we'll give you the shoulder pads. Oh, better. Okay, and we'll go ahead and we'll give you the shoulder pads there as well. And let's go ahead and trade in the last part. Which is the brass armor here. Okay, so we can get the robe for Gremio now, but for everybody else, let's sell these back. And okay, now let's buy ourselves. Oh, we actually did get the card robe for Gremio, but shoulder pads for you finally. Okay, all right, I'm finally done with that. So, okay, here we go. Okay, everyone should have good defenses on them right now. Okay, now, how are we going to get over to Lake Torrent? Well, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Give me a break, will ya? The only one with guts enough to go there is Reckless Taiho. Who could this Taiho be? Well, let's see for ourselves. And there's a man named Sergei right here. We talked to this lady right here. Her name is Camille. Taiho? Oh, that guy. You! I've got you now, you bum! Uh-oh. She went after Gremio. What is it? What have I done? What have you done? Ha! I've got you now! I'll collect from your grave is the debt collector's motto, and you'll never outrun Camille the she-devil. What's all that about? Is she Gremio's friend? Well, I have no idea. Come on, give me that money you owe me right now. In cash. I've been looking for you for 2 months. Gremio, are you in debt? Goodness, of course not. Trying to lie your way out of the situation, eh? But I've got proof. Take a look at this. Let me see. Oh, this is the bill for the banquet with Master Tio. I also owe something at the end. What? You want me to pay this right now? That's right. Immediately. All of it. Let me see, Gremio. Yikes. Listen, we're in a spot of trouble at the moment, and we're short of cash. By the way, young lady, you seem to be acquainted with Taiho. I know him. Can you tell us where he is? Sure, after you pay up. After all, this is business. How about this then? We have no money at the moment. But once as we find Taiho, we might have a way of getting some. As soon as we get some money, we'll pay you back. Hey, you're trying to trick me! Oh no, not at all. Damn these penniless bums. Alright, so be it then. but I'm sticking with you until you pay up. And Camille joins the party. So, where can we find Taiho? He's usually downstairs. Ask the shopkeeper. We sure have recruited an odd one. Yeah, no kidding. And let's go ahead and check out her strength to see if she has... yeah, she has a pretty strong spear at the moment. What is it? Are you friends of Taiho? He's downstairs. Okay, who could this Taiho be? Ah, talk to this man.
What? A boat on to Torrent Castle? You must be nuts! That place is full of monsters. I'll be picking my life on the line to take you there. Tell you what, since I'll be risking my life on this trip, you're going to have to make a corresponding risky bet. Let's see. Why don't you bet? Hey, you're penniless. Listen, kid, if you want to play with me, bring at least 1,000 bits, understand?
Ah, so we actually do need to get money if we are going to be going up against him. Well, since we are about 500 pots short, I think we may go get some money right away, but at this point, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to close off this episode here. So, next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Suikoden on the PlayStation, we are going to get some money by doing a few random battles outside of town, and we are going to place a bet with Taiho to see if we can actually get him to come over to the castle that's on Lake Torrens, so that way we can have it as our own base of operations. But we'll have to see where that all takes us. But anyway, take care of yourselves, gamers, and I shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.